What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about data logging. Normally something you would do with a laptop and a standalone, or maybe a cob access port or something, you know, something similar to that. But I want to talk about data logging on something like the Supra. It's a little bit older, doesn't have an OBD2 port, but I found an interesting way to do that, so I can go ahead and swap it for a standalone ECU. So let's go ahead and get into that, and I'll show you how it works. So this is how I come up with a data log on what was going on with the stock ECU in the Supra. The Supra just got a standalone ECU, and I want to kind of talk to you guys about how I installed that without needing to go to the dyno. So these things are pretty cool. Like I said, it's called the Toyocom. Here's some information about who makes it. I'll put some of this information in the description down below. Super easy to install. Just goes right here on your diagnostics port in the engine bay. Open the app, change some settings around to match your engine profile, and go for a drive. Alright, so in the app, once you've got the device connected through Bluetooth, you want to go in and make sure your configuration settings are set to the engine you have. In my case, I've got a 1JZ, and just kind of go through and double check that all the settings are correct. The EMU black that I'm using is map based, so I want to make sure that everything in the app is measured in kilopascals for the map sensor. All that's left now is to turn on the screen recorder on your phone and go for a drive. The data that I'm specifically after is manifold absolute pressure, RPM, and ignition timing. The more information you can get, the better. Drive this thing uphill, downhill, on boost, deceleration, upshift, downshift. Like I said, the more information, the better off you're going to be in the end. And just as a disclaimer, my Toyocom overlay and my B-roll were both filmed at separate times, so they're not going to match up. Just in case any of you were wondering. And also, I would advise you guys not to copy the chart that I'm about to show you here in a minute, because if I made a mistake, I don't want to be responsible for any damage that could come to your engine. So I would recommend you guys go out and collect your own data with a Toyocom. Join the Facebook group, find out when he does drops of inventory, and pick one up for yourself. Now that we got some driving done, this is the tedious part. We're going to make a graph, and we're going to plot out RPM, engine load, and ignition timing. OBD1 updates its data stream about once every second, and it doesn't log anything over 6,500 RPM, so go frame by frame and just plot everything out. And when you're done, you should end up with a nifty little chart like this that you can put in your standalone software. And like I said earlier, the more information you get from driving, the better off you're going to be, because you're going to have to interpolate all the holes in your chart. Just another thing I want to add, this isn't a replacement for taking your car to the dyno, but this is a way to set up a solid base map. So hope this helped you guys. Enjoy.